We've got a water shortage. Sorry for all the noise there. Generator's running. We don't have a water shortage, but some of the animals do. And so we're going to address that today. I picked up some barrels. Got these barrels here, and I am going to make some drinkers for the pigs. And then they won't run out. They'll have lots of water. So we've gone ahead and picked up 4 barrels. I'm going to use 2 of them for the pigs. I got 2 separate pig pens going right now, and I'm going to use 1 for the chickens, and I'm going to leave the 4th one for now. I don't know what I'm going to use it for yet. Maybe for pigs as well. It's nice to spread them out once in a while. So what we're going to do, I was given a whole bunch of these nipples, these drinkers, in the pail. Not all of them are good. That one looks good. Some of them are, the spring's no good. This one looks pretty good. So the way that works is when the animal pushes this down, it'll allow water to flow through. And then when he lets go, it centers itself again, plugging the hole. So we're going to be screwing holes in this barrel, putting these in, probably around there somewhere, maybe up here, not sure yet. And that is going to allow the pigs to drink from here. It's also going to make sure there's water staying in there. Pigs love tipping things over. So the hope is that if I leave the bottom foot full of water, maybe less than a foot, I'm not sure yet, but it'll give it a significant amount of weight and they won't tip it over. We'll probably put 2 or 3 nipples on here, and then that allows us to fill the water up from the top, and they'll have, oh I forget, I think this is a 200-liter barrel. So if I divide that in thirds, you know, they're going to have, well, probably less than thirds, but I'm going to aim for 150 liters of water that they can drink before they run out. For the chickens, we're also going to use one of these, but obviously chickens don't use these nipples, so I'll show you that when I get to that project. So I got my trusty drill. This is a step bit. It starts off with a small size and slowly works its way bigger. I'm going to drill a hole in here, and the idea is to make the hole slightly smaller than these nipples, and then I'll thread these in. We'll fill it full of water and make sure it doesn't leak. I may have to put some Teflon tape on here to get a good seal. We don't want a mess in the pig pen. We just want them to be able to drink without making a mess. Bags will be full of water, right up to the top. So when they push on this, right now it's closed, nothing can come out. When you do this, water can come out. And then when they're done, so they'll figure out, they'll be chewing on this, and the water will start coming out. Hey, I like this. So they're pretty smart pigs, will figure that out. And then when they're done drinking, they get away, and it goes back to center, and the water stops coming out. Yeah. So now I gotta find a few more that work.
Will the piglets be able to reach this, like the small ones?
Oh, easy. Okay, so that's it. Simple as that. That one's ready to go. I'm going to get the other barrel, we'll do it. Then we'll bring it to the barn and put them in the pens, fill them full of water. Wes is hauling water right now. He's got to haul water for the cows as well. We bought a new barrel, I don't know if you can see that black one. Got a new trough there to hold more water. Just it gives us more timing. We can fill up more waters and then have to do it. We'll do more at once, but less often. Frees up more of our time. And same as these barrels, we'll be able to give them a lot more water, and then we can go away. What I find with the pigs, a lot of times they drink until they're happy, and then, you know, when they get a little bit warm or whatever, they'll flip their water bowl over so they can go lay in it. but then a couple hours later they're thirsty and there's nothing to drink. So it's kind of frustrating. Putting them in these barrels will eliminate that. So along with the pigs needing water, the chickens also, we would like a better source of water. We're using pails. Waylon's bringing 4 small pails every morning down there. I think they hold 8 liters each pail, and it's just a lot of excess work. So we're hoping to put one of those barrels up there as well. We can drive down there then with our water cart. So on our water cart, we've got, this is still a temporary cart. I got another wagon I want to use, but we got 2,000 liters here. We fill that up at the creek using this Honda pump. We suck water out of the creek, fill these 2 up, and then we water all our animals with that, as well as ourselves if the rainwater doesn't keep up. So this year we've only had to do that once. You can see inside the shop, so there's an awful glare on my phone, but you should be able to see some water barrels here. They are plumbed into our eaves troughs, and that's how we get water in the house for all our washing, showers, laundry, whatever. And also our drinking water, then we run that through a filter that takes all the harmful bacteria out so that we can drink it. I'm not saying there is any, but I mean, water sitting in a jug could be. So what I'm going to do here, and a whole bunch of this plastic hose, what do you call this, PVC hose maybe, I'm not sure, just normal water line hose, and a whole bunch of it gifted to us. I have these old chicken waters. They have nipples on the bottom, same principle as the pig one. The chickens learn to peck at this and they get some water that comes out. So you see they always want to come out, and they'll learn to do this and get water. It's actually really nice because they make a lot less mess this way. When you have a water trough, they tend to spill a little bit, and these ones don't, providing they don't leak. Sometimes they do trip a bit. So it happens to be that the guy I got this from already had this stepped up, so there's a short chunk of hose on here that will fit on this. So I'm going to put those 2 together. The other side will fit onto my barrel, no problem. I got this screwed in. This is actually a tap, or the one of the lids on the barrels, and it comes with threads in there already, if you can see that. So I just drilled out the center. I found this nipple in my plumbing supply. Oh, not that one, this one. In my plumbing box. I always keep extra stuff. If I need one, I usually buy 2 or 3, so I have extra on hand. The only problem I have is this is the only tap I could find in my box, and these guys are actually too small to fit in that hose. So it's probably going to leak. There's no pressure on this really, just gravity feed, but I think it'll still leak. So we may not be able to run a hose or a tap on it, and I don't like that. If there's ever a problem, if something happens on this end, it's nice to be able to shut this, otherwise you have all the water. These barrels hold 200 liters and you'd have it all in the chicken coop. So I'm gonna hunt around a little bit more. I mean, we're gonna try this, and if it leaks too bad, then I'll have to get bigger ones of these. They obviously have them at the hardware store, but this is just what I have on hand here today. Yeah. My torch isn't working real well, so hopefully this works, but I want to heat this up and heat this up, and then when I clamp them together with these hose clamps, they make it for a good spill. Woo! That's a little fast. We don't need to blacken it, we just need to make it warm. It allows it to flex a little bit, and then they'll form together better. My screwdriver go. I don't think that hose clamp gets small enough. Doesn't seem to be working. These hose clamps came with it, so hopefully this works.
We have more. Is this one?
You gotta go haul water there, what? This one seems to be working. Camera died there, but I've got that all together, so that should hold. The other side, I've done the same thing. I put another piece on here, and I'm going to fold that guy in half so that it don't leak. And we're going to try to stick this tap in. I hope I don't regret that, but I'm going to try to stick that in here with electrical tape. So I will make this thicker with electrical tape, wrap it around until it's snug in here, and then we'll put a hose clamp on and a hose clamp on. That way I can shut it off. And No, I'm not going to do it here. I'm going to do it over here on this side, because this is the side that's going to be connected to the barrel. I would like to tap right where the barrel is. And then this portion, for now, is going to go into the chicken coop, lay in there. We'll set it on something so they can use those nipples. Both sides attached there. Actually worked pretty slick. I think it's going to work fine. Again, like I said, there's no real pressure on this. It's just gravity feed out of a barrel. Lastly, I got to put this guy in, and then we'll be putting it on the barrel and bringing it, well, we'll bring it down to the chicken coop first and then put it in the barrel. Okay, a little update on our barrel. This is kind of a temporary solution. I think we're going to keep the water outside. It makes such a mess, and it is a mess in there right now. Due to water spilling. So we probably keep it out here, but we got to go away for a day or two, and we don't want our chickens outside then because the coyotes will get them. So we're gonna leave the water inside. The nipples are hooked up. We have this divided in two pieces, so I can't really show you from inside, but you can see this nipple bar there where they can drink off of, and there's water there. I see a little bit of a leak. We'll have to tighten this joint up, but aside from that, it's working. They can go ahead and drink water, and this thing's right full of water. This is working. It was dripping a little bit here as well, so I just tightened it up. And we have a tap. We can close it if we need to. Yeah, I think it's going to work good. Filling was a bit of an issue because we have a big hose, and kind of hard to get it into there then. So we'll have to design some kind of a, I don't know, a funnel or something here yet. But so far it's a success. It'd be nice to see some chickens drinking from it, but nobody's in this side right now. Anyway, that'll give them lots of water. Alright, we're over at the pig pen. I actually shipped the mama pig this morning. She went off to the butcher. And these guys, they're old enough to be weaned anyway. So they're enjoying this pen by themselves. Probably going to put the two bigger ones from that pen in here as well today. They're sure making a mucky mess of it here. Looking forward to getting these guys in the bush soon. This is a new water barrel. We're going to fill it up. This happens to thread in there. I open the other side to allow for air to escape. You can see they got their nipple there. We're hooking it up. Wes is going to turn this on, and we're going to see how much mess we can make here. Lots of mess, maybe. There it goes. I can hear it. I don't see nothing. See in there, can we? Anyway, it's filling up. The only thing I'm concerned about is the possible leakage, but I mean, it's already a mucky mess here anyway. These pigs quite often just tip this water trough over and then all the water. That's why it's so messy here. So this will be good. This is just straight water. They're still getting milk here. We're almost out of that, and then they'll be back to straight water anyway. All right, we made a mess already. We overflowed a little bit. I wasn't paying enough attention. So it is good. There, Wes, try it out. Is it working? Yeah. Water leaking out. It is dripping a little bit, or wasn't it? Oh, maybe not.
I think this was just down a bit.
Yeah, all the seals and stuff will all be dry, so once they get used a little bit, they probably will seal up better. Looks like it's better there now already. Good. Now we just got to see if the pigs will figure it out, which they should. Pigs are highly, highly intelligent animals, which is good and bad. They get out all the time. Can't believe how much these have grown. This is my favorite one right here. There's two boars. We did not bother castrating, and then the rest are all female piggies. So as long as they get shipped before they get to the right age, the meat won't taste bad. And either that or we have to separate them, but should be good. And they're still happily munching on these tomatoes. Lots of tomatoes. Okay, I think that's it for this video. Hope that gives you some ideas for watering your chickens or your pigs, whatever. You could use the system for anything. You could hook those barrels up to a float for cattle or for sheep or goats as well. and just gives you a bit more bulk storage, a little less chores. That's the thing when we're trying to almost take a step back in time a little bit. There's a lot more labor intensity. So taking a step back, but also trying to just make things flow a little bit better, a bit more productivity by having larger water barrels and things like that. We don't have to address that you know, twice a day. We can do it once a day, or maybe even once every 2 days, and that allows us a bit more time to do a few other things. Obviously, ideally, we'd have running water in the barn, and we wouldn't have to haul any of this, but that's just not an option for us at the moment. So anyway, like I said, hopefully you enjoyed that. If you did, please give her a thumbs up, and please consider liking and sharing it. That always helps us. A lot of people ask how they can help us, and sharing videos is probably the best way, is getting other people to see the content and growing the channel. So until next time, we will see you then.